In the olden days, this was the old style humidifier, and it had a belt, and the belt moved in that direction, and it'd dip into the water, and then it'd come up wet, the filter would, and a fan would blow across it and blow the air up and out. And these were absolutely fantastic. I loved them. They were easy to work on, and if you ever needed a belt, you could always use filter media for your furnace, which we had an old furnace that had this filter media in it, and now we use, you know, the little square filter things. So these were great. I loved them. I can't find them anywhere. I've looked all over eBay and Amazon, and this is what I wound up with. 2 fans, and down inside are these 4-pack of filters. That happens to be these guys, okay? Those are replacement filters. You're only supposed to change the filters once a year, once every heating season. And this is winter, or the beginning of February, and it's still cold, and it's intermittently very dry, and you want to keep the humidity level, I like it, high. But as these filters start to punk out, as they start to lose their ability to absorb moisture, as the fan sucks, these absolutely, let me put this, I've got a little band of moisture here, and the rest of this up here, it just doesn't draw it up. So I want to make it so I have water dripping along these top side, and then the moisture will go down and permeate the whole filter, thereby allowing the fan to pull as much moisture as it's capable of out of these filters. I mean, this is just ridiculous. You can see my water band right here. Not only that, these turn crunchy, and it's paper, and you can't clean them. All right, so I got an idea of what I want to do, and let's get started. What I want to do is put a little submersible pump down at the bottom and draw the water up through some aquarium hose to drip over the top of these filters from this point up here, instead of moisture wicking effect pulling it up. Because like I've said, in no time at all, these things refuse to absorb moisture. Okay, looking down at the filters, I'm seeing a little space that I can put my little submersible water pump. The material that these filters are made out of might as well be pulp, because if you look at this, it's just paper. And it just literally comes apart when you try to clean them or maintain them. And again, there's the area that I have free space I'd like to put the pump. On the furnace there's a little box that has one of these wicking filters in it. And what happens is the water feeds, I can control on the furnace the amount of water, which I've turned that down, and hits the top of the filter and works its way down. And what I want to do is I want to put the water hose, little pump, and have it drip down on top of these filters. Of course, I'll need a drill and some drill bits, but these are the primary pieces of equipment that I have. This is my water pump I got from China. It was like $3.99. As a matter of fact, I just ordered another one for backup. My 12-volt power source, it's aquarium stuff from Walmart. I'll cut each piece of tape like that, and then when I fit it within this unit, it'll fit all nice and snugly. And if it leaks a little bit, it's not going to be a problem, because these produce enough pressure that it'll pump the water and have it drip down on top of the filter. I got my T's. At the bottom, when I secure it to the base to draw the water in and out, I'll be using some of this fiberglass screening, and I'll be gluing that down too, so I don't suck in any of that paper filter media garbage. I can show you exactly where I marked with magic marker here how much room I've got that I've got to use. Alright, I've cut a bit of an angle. I'm going to get my tape. 131. Straight as you can. Oh, it's so close. But that's going to do it. It'll suck up the water like that. That's that. I'm going to run it through this back here. Right now, just go ahead and pull it through. My connections that I made, they're on the outside. There we go. Look at that. That's exactly good placement. So that's good. Let's get this out of the way. The mesh goes over this. I even think I'll shorten the hose. That's the fiberglass screen. Maybe I can just wrap it like that. Let's try that. Alright. Anything that's easier. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, that's gonna work. And that'll keep out hopefully any of that little paper crap. And there you go. Here's where I want to drill a hole here. 15/64. So I need a 15/64 drill bit. And this is where I'd like to drill. Oh ho! Well, hell. And again, please. Okay, so let's put them back in the tank and run our hose. The water's coming in here. It's going to drip down to the filter, then it's going to shoot over to the other filter. Got to have a little bit of slack, but not too much. Right? Some more spit. That's pretty good. And back over. That's good. Okay, let's get the other filter. And I'll make a big loop out of that. Alright, if you can see that right there. I'm using some teacher tack, which should hold on there pretty good, I guess. Well, good enough. Hopefully that hose won't be too sharp, but by all rights, I think it's done. Let's get a little closer look. So here we go. Here's the pump. Water comes up, goes in this first section, little teat down there, squirts it out, comes over here, little teat down there, squirts it out, comes out, goes around to the front, to the side, little teat, squirts it down, hopefully in the center, and then runs over here, a little teat, squirts it down. I got it plugged off with some teacher tack, or what I call teacher tack. I think that's going to be pretty good. And of course, you know that's to keep all the crap. All right, there's not a lot of light over here, but for what it is, let me connect this, and I'll plug that in last. Pop that up. Let me grab my water. That needs to fill up. There we go. Let's see what you got. Tell you what, let's get a closer look. Well, I see water going in over there. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. No pressure on the hose. Oh my gosh, it's working. Alright, I had to take the other water jug out so I can put this back on top. Turn it on low. It's a little dirty, but you know what? Thank you, Jesus. We are absolutely saturated. Right now it's at 20%. That's just a static reading if I'm not mistaken. But eventually on high it'll go up. It worked great. I may leave it like that till next season and then I can do a little more detailing to it. But very simple. Very cheap. Let's see. 3, 6, about $12 to $15 to bring this thing up to the old school belt drum. Alright, I got 13 minutes left on my battery. I'm going to take a break.